Hi, I'm Petra and this is my channel Petra Goes Outdoors. I was on vacation in the Allgäu, that's a part of Bavaria, and from there I brought you some impressions. See you in a few seconds. The weather forecast for this day was not very good, constantly cloudy and some rain. And therefore we decided to go up by cable car. We started our tour at the Rubihorn cable car station. From there we went up to the mountain station Höfatsblick. Once there we turned left and followed the signs up to the Gaisalpsee. We went over den großen Grund up to the Gaisalpsee. That was the highest point of this hike. From there we went down to the upper Gaisalpsee. The path leads beautifully to the lower Gaisalpsee and on to the mountain in Gaisalpe. There we took a break. The path continued past a small chapel and leads to the Wallrafweg. The path leads directly to Oberstdorf. Just before you arrive in Oberstdorf, you have the opportunity to stop in the Café Breitenberg. From there it's only 10 minutes to the ski jump stadium, the destination of our hike. The cable car was not very busy this morning and therefore we could stand right at the window. On the rocks shortly before the Höfatsblick station, chamois have been sighted many times. Unfortunately, we couldn't see any. A cold and strong wind was blowing, so we were alone on our way. That's Yellow Gentian. The paragliders were not deterred by the bad weather, and so we could watch a lot of them in the sky. And suddenly there were two chamois. We couldn't believe our luck. They were only about 10 meters away from us and looked curious. They didn't move and didn't feel threatened by our presence. I could have stood there for several hours to watch the chamois, but we had to go further because we didn't know what to expect from the weather. The path is very well secured, but the hiker should not be afraid of heights and be sure-footed. Alpine roses. They shine even more intense when the sun is shining. And these are globe flowers. They prefer to grow over 1,500 meters. A blue gentian. Mountain pine. Knapweed and a magnificent mountain panorama. Here we are on the Gaisalpsee, the highest point of our hike. That's the Rubihorn mountain. This is spring gentian. And these are two-flowered yellow violets. The Nebelhorn mountain lives up to its name, because Nebel means fog. The path leads across meadows to the valley. We have a first view to the upper Gaisalpsee. The clouds are low, but we haven't got wet yet. In the valley, the weather seems to be better. Even in this cloudy weather, this landscape remains impressive and doesn't lose its charm. The silence and the beauty of this landscape are very impressive. Since we have met no one on the way, we don't have to share this wonderful landscape with anyone. The remains of an old alpine hut. The summit of the Rubihorn mountain is in the clouds, and we have a first view of the lower Gaisalpsee. This alpine hut invited us for a break, on the side facing away from the wind to the bench. From there we had a wonderful view to the Rubihorn and the lower Gaisalpsee. These cabins are private, but if you take your garbage back, that should be okay. The sun is shining in the valley. The lower Gaisalpsee. Today he doesn't invite us to take a bath. The areas with loose gravel require increased attention. At the lower Gaisalpsee, many ways come together. Here we met the first time other hikers. On the one hand, those who have descended from the Rubihorn, and on the other hand, those who ascend from the mountain in Gaisalpsee. Here the water of the Gaisalp lakes takes its way into the valley. A good surefootedness is still required. The paths are narrow and sometimes it goes very steeply down. Cold mountain water would be a welcome refreshment, but today it's not so warm and we can do without it. Since we have already descended a long way, trees now line our way again. On this section the paths are very well developed, because this is the main route from the mountain in Gaisalpsee to the lower Gaisalpsee. Soon we arrive at the mountain in Gaisalpsee. Now we walk mainly through meadows, the grazing grounds of the Allgäu cows. Now we can see it for the first time, the mountain in Gaisalpsee. A road leads up to the mountain in Gaisalpsee. You could be picked up by car. We took a break on the mountain in Gaisalpsee because we had lunch there. We could have stopped also at the lower Richtersalpe, but they do not serve hot food there. From the mountain in Gaisalpsee now leads a paved road down to the small Gaisalp chapel. There we have to take the junction to the Wallraffweg. There she is already, the small beautiful Gaisalp chapel. Here our path leads left onto the Wallraffweg. In this small chapel a painting dates from the 18th century and two wooden figures representing saints even from the 16th century. From now on, we go on wide, well-developed forest roads in the direction of Oberstdorf. But even here you can still discover a lot. A knapweed is visited by 2 humblebees. And here's another orchid. Our way leads us now through a forest, and you can hear the singing of the birds. Another beautiful and rare butterfly. It's a ringlet, in German Mohrenfalter. He is on alert list for endangered species. Down there we can already see Oberstdorf, and in the background the Fellhorn mountain. Down there is the Café Breitenberg. Now we are home soon. The Café Breitenberg is beautifully situated above Oberstdorf. Because it's so close to Oberstdorf, you can also come here for just a coffee. Now we take another narrow path across the meadow and then on a paved road to Oberstdorf. Now we reached our destination, the ski jump stadium. Every year the first jumping of the Four Hills tournament takes place here. We are satisfied with another wonderful hiking day. Thank you for watching, and if you like my video, please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell for the notification. So see you soon. Bye.